The way I design has evolved out of an interest in sculpture and the way form relates to whatever idea is being expressed. Good chair design has to be comfortable and beautiful in equal measures. Sculpture that has a function, effectively. By manipulating a static material like wood, I was constantly aiming to make shapes that are more interesting than conventional straight lines and mortise and tenon joints. When I was first approached to take on the challenge of the Eisteddfod chair, my immediate connection was the ideas of the poet. I've always felt that it was important to have a link, so the chair has a context. It kind of sits within the process of the Eisteddfod tradition. So the 2012 subject matter was the flow of the tide, which actually happens to link very, very happily with ideas of how by manipulating wood you can actually create a structure which has a flow through it. There's a visual and a literal line which works. It works structurally and aesthetically, so it's holding the whole structure together. By bending wood through genuine 3 dimensions, I can make a component do more than one job. It's a process of evolution for me, and I can actually establish my own language in furniture design. But it's a personal process, and it's me trying to learn a process or evolve a process for myself, which is more interesting and more useful and more challenging. So steam bending has always been a technique that I've admired and wanted to know more about, and it's a very hands-on, straightforward science which is best learnt by doing it. So I've learnt, as I've learnt most things, by trial and error, and you only learn what particular pieces of wood are capable of doing by heating it up and steaming it and seeing what will happen. So experimentation and trial and error is a big part of the process. So within the Eisteddfod chair, I wanted a line or a component to have a flow going from the floor up the legs through the arm by bending and twisting. It's a double bend and a twist. So it's going from the floor up the leg, through the arm, round the back. And that was only achievable by laminating thin components that were first of all steam bent into shape and then laminated, stuck together with resin glue. I had the idea of continuing the flow, so turning the seat by bending it and twisting it slightly, turning it also into a back leg, so it's one piece of wood. And then the upright back of the chair comes off the bottom of the leg. So it's also by twisting 2 surfaces of wood together, you're getting that kind of similar visual to water as it's moving across rocks or as it's overlapping each other and trying to go in different directions. The chair is the prize. It also has to be an object that everybody wants to own and use. The use of it is only part of it, what it does. You know, we look at it and it has to be part of our built environment, so it has to be beautiful.